Speaking of spitting on that thing, Kamala Harris is still reported to not stop laughing at her own quotes while talking about kids being killed in a school shooting. Did you guys hear what I said? I said, in the context in which we live. This video is absolutely insane. So in this video, she is calling for common sensical gun reform. Ever heard of it? It's common sense. That's why the Republicans don't want it. I love when they use words like that. It's just common sense. It's just common sense. It's reproductive health care. That's all it is. It's just common sense. Have you ever had common sense before? Probably not, because you're a Republican. God, these people are nuts. So in the speech talking about gun reform, she goes on to talk and starts laughing at her own quotes. Keep in context of this entire video, children have been murdered, and she's using that moment to talk about gun reform. And instead of taking it seriously, she starts making fun of her own quotes. This woman is nuts. We freaking dodged one of the biggest bullets I've ever seen in my life. This is like a silver bullet. This is like the kind of bullets you use for vampires. Listen to this clip.
The true test of our commitment.
Yes.
Is whether in the face of an obstacle.
Okay.
Do we throw up our hands?
Okay.
Or do we roll up our sleeves?
Wow.
And as we approach.
Did you see what I said? Do we throw up our hands? Or do we... You can fill in the blank. Now, I feel like every time she talks, we have to put on church music, because I think she thinks that she's an actual preacher.
The true test of our commitment.
Hallelujah.
Is whether in the face of an obstacle.
Yes, Pastor.
Do we throw up our hands? Or do we roll up our sleeves?
Are you gonna throw up your hands? Are you rolling up your sleeves? Roll up your sleeves. Do the work for the Bidens. We rolling up our sleeves.
Throw up our hands?
Mm-hmm.
Or do we roll up our sleeves?
Wow.
And as we approach...
It's so corny to me. I love how she like looks at the crowd and is like, did you see that? Did you see what I just said? I mean, did you see that moment? Look, I'm being dead serial. I'm serial. I'm freaking serial. Do we have a countdown clock and will we never have to hear from her again? No, but we should. We have been unburdened by what has grinned. I forgot how much I hate listening to her. She rolls up her sleeves and puts her hair up. Oh my God. Captain. She knows how she's trying too hard to sound epic. Oh, always. Always. Seriously, if she was like, Kamala, who do you think are the greatest speech writers or people that have given epic speeches in lifetime? She's like Winston Churchill, Lincoln, and of course me. I mean, seriously, have you heard some of the things I've said? The context in which you live. Now that's coming, which I'm excited about. But I love that she's like, this is my epic. Probably in the speechwriter, they underline this part in the speech of like, this part is sick. Okay, listen.
Or do we roll up our sleeves?
Wow. Epic pause.
And as we approach.
And
I ask you to remember.
Yeah, what do you ask?
The context in which you exist. Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, I did that. I'm going to ask you to live in the context of which you're speaking. You are giving a speech after children have been murdered at a school. And you're making those jokes? Dude, she is psychotic. She is nuts. I cannot believe this woman is real. I can't believe she's still celebrated by Democrats. I can't believe that there's a part of Democrats that think, you know what? Maybe she should run again. She only had 100 days after all. She only had 100 days. And what would you do with 100 days? Nothing of her caliber.
You to remember the context in which you exist.
She's trying to have an Emma moment every time she talks.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, I did that. That's my own quote. I feel like she's like that that meme of Shia LaBeouf watching himself in the movies and he's like clapping. God, she is nuts. She scares me. She literally scares me. And people are like, you know what? She's down to earth. Good human being. Donald Trump is evil. He literally raped somebody.